Okay, so we're going to look at division methods for natural numbers. Again, by natural numbers, I just mean positive whole numbers. We're going to have answers that are natural numbers as well, so there's going to be no remainders and no decimals. Okay, the calculation I'm going to use for this division is going to be 1064 divided by 7. Okay, something to note here as well is that division is not commutative, so you cannot change the order of these. You have to do 1064 divided by 7. You can't flip this around and do 7 divided by 1064. That's a completely different sum and it will give you a different answer. So two methods we're going to run through today. One seems a lot quicker and is easier, especially when you have a single digit that you're dividing by. The other one seems to take a bit longer, but if you have something bigger than a one-digit number you're dividing by, then it is a good route to go down. It saves you from carrying lots of numbers and making potential mistakes. Okay, so the first method we'll look at is the bus stop method. Okay, in order make sure you're doing the right thing here. You have to have your number you're dividing by out the front. So we're dividing by 7, and the number that you are dividing under your, what would be the bus stop. So you're going to put 1064. Okay, when I'm writing these numbers, I'm making sure to leave gaps between them because you end up carrying numbers and you need room to write them in. So, doing our bus stop method, what we do is we look at 7 and we're going to divide each of these digits by 7. And if there's a remainder, then you carry it over to the next number. Okay, so what is 1 divided by 7? Well, that does not go. The closest in the 7 times table is 0 underneath it. That has a remainder of 1. So then we'd do how many 7s go into 10? Well, 7 times 1 is 7. 7 times 2 is 14. That's too big, so we're going to do 1. Okay, 7 times 1 is 7. We're aiming for 10, so we've got a remainder of 3. Next up, we're going to do 36 divided by 7. The closest in the 7 times table to 36 is 35. That is 7 times 5. That is 1 away from 36, so we've got to carry that 1 over here. Then we do 7s into 14, which is 2. Okay, so that gives us an answer of, well, 1064 divided by 7 is equal to 152. Okay, the majority of the time this is the best route to go, especially if you've got a single digit here. If you're dividing by something like, I don't know, 15, 12, dividing by a number that's got more than one digit to it, then this can get a bit tricky because you'll end up carrying lots of digits in here, okay? The highest we're going to end up carrying is going to be a lot less because we have a single digit here. If we had a double digit, then it's quite possible we'd be way off and we'd have to carry more when we do this bus stop method. Method number 2, and this one is useful in the circumstance where we have a bigger number. It's called chunking. Okay, we're going to lay it out really similar. We're going to do the same calculation, 1064 divided by 7. So we'll write it exactly the same, just so we know what we're doing. 7, how many times it goes into 1064. Okay, now what you're going to do is you're going to look at multiples of 7 and you're going to take them away from our number. Okay, then we'll just keep doing that until we end up at 0, and then we should be able to work out how many 7s did go into 1064. So let's start off a fairly simple one. We know 700. Okay, it's just a big number that's divisible by 7. You may be able to spot another one. If you wanted to, you could just keep taking away 7s until you hit 0 and then count them all up, but it would take you ages. So we're going to look for a fairly big one. This here is 7 times by 100. So now we're going to take that chunk off and then see what we're left with. So you've got 4, take away 0 is 4. 6 take away 0 is 6. 0 take away 7. We're going to borrow from the thousands column. Make 0, make that 10. So then you've got 10 take away the 7. Gives us 364. Okay, so this is the next number we're going to look at. We want a number in the 7 times table to take away from this. Well, for me, when I'm seeing a 3 followed by a 6, the closest is going to be 35. But we want to make it to the right size, so we're going to times it by 10 as well. So we've done 7 times 5 times 10, so we've done 7 times 50. Okay, we do the same again. So 4 take away 0 is 4. 6 take away 5 is 1. 3 take away 3 is 0. We're left with 14. 14 is easy. It's in the 7 times table. That is 7 times 2, which is 14. Taking them away gives us 0. Okay, so the fact that we've hit 0 means we're not got any remains, we've not got any decimals. That means that this is a 7 is a factor of 1064. And then all we do is we look at what did we times 7 by in total, add them all up, and it will give you your solution. So you're going to do 100, add 50, add 2 is 152. So that means we've got our answer of 1064 divided by 7 is equal to 152. Both these methods are fine. If you can do this top method, I suggest do it. It's a bit quicker. The second method is very useful to know, especially when you have harder divisions and you're not dividing by just one digit number.